Hi, good morning all, and thank you so much for joining today's exclusive webinar on Shubh Aarambh. My name is Ashish Asthana. So today we are doing this exclusive session as this is, it's a new financial year. We have Gudi Padwa lined up, and many other festivals have been lined up region wise. So this is a time wherein we should start thinking. If you haven't started yet, so this would be the best time to start with Shubh Aarambh, because this is a beautiful concept that we have launched. But before I proceed further, I have a quick poll for all our investors. I would like to know, are you aware about this, our small case theme, Shubh Aarambh? So this will be on your screen now. You simply have to select yes or no and click on submit. I will receive the inputs and let me share the results then. Poll will be on for next 10 more seconds. Poll is about to close, and here are the results. I'm sharing it on your screen now. So about only 19% of our customers are aware about Shubh Aarambh or these thematic portfolios, and still about our massive 81% customers are not aware about this. So let me begin with this note. What is this all about and how you can get benefited, right? See, I'm sure you all agree to that equity is the only asset class which have given phenomenal returns if you have seen the last 15 years average. Right now, in this case, what happens in equity, at times you require knowledge, of course, and you require time as well, right? So what we have done, and sometimes when we are unsure about it, or we are new to the equity market, or we want to upgrade from mutual funds to direct equity, that point of time couple of questions come in our mind. Which stock shall I buy? If I buy that stock, what will happen if it will go down? So these are some basic questions that any investor, a new investor, or the one who had some bad experience, or who want to graduate from mutual fund would have, right? So considering that as a need of our, what we have done, we have created small thematic portfolios which are called small cases. So we have multiple themes available, which every week going further, every week we will be doing one webinar on exclusive theme. So today we are doing this webinar is on Shubh Aarambh, right? Now what is Shubh Aarambh? Shubh Aarambh is a basket of 5 large cap stocks. So in this, what happens? You have a basket of stocks which are there. Now, why it is recommended? Because these are managed by a specific research team, and there is a regular rebalancing also done. Regular reviews, are done on this thematic portfolios. So some are having quarterly reviews, some are having 6 monthly reviews, some would be reviewed annually. So they review and they check whether the stocks are in line with our objective. If it is so, they will continue. If not, if there is a requirement of removal of stock and addition of fresh, the rebalancing will then execute. So that is how it is completely protected, and research team always check that and ensure that you are always updated and you take the maximum advantage. Right now, I will share my computer screen how to check these things, how to evaluate these things, how I am being so confident, what is that history which has been behind this. So I will quickly share my computer screen so that you can have access to it, right? So for that, you have to log into our website, that's hdfcsec.com. And let me just share the screen. Right here you can see this is hdfcsec.com. I'll turn off the cam so that you can have a better view. Right, in this way you can see you can see the icon of small case. You can simply click on it. Once you click on it, it will ask you to enter your login credentials. This is how the login screen will look. This is a separate login, right? And right here you can see under the dashboard you can see Shubh Aarambh. Right? We have small vendors also, multiple themes are there. However, Shubh Aarambh is for the new customers or the one who are unsure and they want to begin their investment journey into equities. So for them, this stock have been Shubh Aarambh have been we have designed. These are the stocks handpicked for new investors or those who had forgetful experience. Right now, how I'm being so confident about it, as I said, in this there are 5 large cap stocks, right? These are all well-known stocks. Let me tell you: Petronet, Infosys, Hero Motor Corp, SBI Life Insurance, Hindustan Unilever. These are all stocks which are based on consumption theme. So definitely, along with the growing economy, these companies will also grow. And if you invest in this kind of a basket, your wealth will also grow, right? And how I am being saying that it has having a proven track record, because you can see out here, this first thing is that these stocks are large cap, so their beta is really very low. So when the beta is low, risk is low, volatility will also be low. That's number one. Number two, you can see it is having a CAGR of 13.24% in the last 4 years, wherein we have seen the markets have been really very, very volatile in the last 1 year, 1.5 years. You would have seen the markets have been really very volatile. Despite being that volatility, still this portfolio is able to give you 13.24% of CAGR. That is something really amazing. And the index value, see how index value and CAGR is calculated. Let me explain this. So what have we done? We have assumed, if we have created this portfolio 4 years back and we have indexed it at 100. So 4 years back indexed it at 100, and now today it is having an index value of 171. So that means an absolute return of 71% and a CAGR of 13.25, 13.24. That is what it is. So if I would have invested 1 lakh rupees in 4 years back in this theme, today that valuation would have been 1,71,000. Right. So that is what I was saying, that you should check these details before you proceed further, whether it is having a proven track record or no. And of course, depending upon your risk appetite. Right. Followed by here, you can see the rebalancing. It is clearly saying that this was launched in November. The first rebalancing was done in February, but in February the review was done, not a rebalancing. So our research team reviewed it. This is exclusively from HDFC Securities research. So our research team reviewed it and everything was in line with the objective. So there was no change. So we haven't done any rebalancing. And now the next review date is of June 14th. Now on June 14th, our research team will see if there is a need of removing any stock or adding any stock, then rebalancing will happen, or else it will still continue to grow. Right. So I would say this would be the good time to invest. If you haven't invested, it's Gudi Padwa time, it's a new year time, it's a new financial year, so you can immediately start investing in this. Right. Now I will show you how to buy this. So in order to purchase this, again here this small case interface makes it really easy and comfortable for you. In order to buy the stocks in a weightage of 20% each, you no need to place 5 different orders. You just need to click on buy small case. In one single click, you can see this buy panel open. And right here, you can see, depending upon the stock price, you are getting the number of stocks. So HUL have been at 1655. So you are getting 2 stocks. At the same time, Petronet is at 240 rupees. So you are getting 11 stocks. Similarly, Hero MotoCorp is at 2600. So you are getting 1 stock. SBI Life Insurance 601. So you are getting 4 stocks and 3 for Infosys. This is the basket, and which has been recommended. Minimum amount comes to, as per the current market price, it comes to 13,247, but it is your choice. You can invest more than that, advisable, right? You can put 50,000, 1 lakh, depending upon your investable surplus which you have at this point of time, which you are able to do investments and savings. You simply put that amount, click on confirm, and then the rebalancing will automatically happen. This allocation will automatically change depending upon the amount which you have put, and then you can click on buy, or you can start an SIP also to this. So that's how simple and easy it is. And your order would be successfully placed, right? Now, the beauty of this login of this small case is that right here, you can track your investments, right? Your overall investment valuation will be tracked here, and theme wise would be tracked here. In this way, you can see if it is Shubh Aarambh, what is the index value of Shubh Aarambh? What is the current value? What is the current return? How much total returns this has given? Right. So this makes life very easy, that monitoring becomes really simpler, because nowadays if you see, go back and check your portfolio, there might be 40 to 50 stocks, some would be in positive, some would be negative, but you are unsure what was the thought process behind purchasing that stock, right? You may be knowing few of them, but not all of them. But what happens if you invest in small case? Through this, you get theme-based performance, how the particular theme is performing and what returns it has been giving you. Right now, here you have an option of repair also. So sometimes this was a query which we have received from many customers, that when we place the order got placed, but there are few stocks were purchased, but few weren't purchased. So in this way, you can see 1 out of 2 stocks are unfilled. This kind of a section will appear when you place the order. So you have an option of repair. The moment you click on, or you can see the error, what was the error happened. So you would get to know this was bought and there were 2 stocks wherein one was purchased. And so, in this is just a testing one which I'm showing it to you. So in this small case, there were two stocks. One was purchased, but it wasn't purchased. So there is a repair option. You click on repair, automatically the purchase will happen right on the same date itself, and your complete order get executed. And then you can check it. Similarly, you can add these individual themes towards your watch list as well. That also you can do. Right. So Shubh Aarambh, I would suggest if you haven't started, immediately you can start thinking about it. Log in if you have login credentials. If the viewers who are watching right now, if they do not have HDFC Securities account, right, they can get their account open, log into our website, and that is hdfcsec.com, and you can put the request right from here. Arya is our artificial intelligence chatbot. It can help you to open your your 3-in-1 account. Right. So that's all from my side. Now we are open for Q&A. So any questions you have, viewers, please ask. I'll be happy to answer. Let's see what questions we are getting. Okay, so this first question I'm receiving, are there any charges for applying a Shubh Aarambh? Okay, good question. Let me answer this. There are no specific charges as such, right? We are not charging anything additional. This small case comes to you absolutely free of cost. Only the brokerage charges which has been there, the standard brokerage charges will be applied. There will be no other charges. Let's see the next question. Okay, is there a possibility I can edit, customize my small case? Yes, of course you can do that. So let me show that to you. So if you have clicked on Shubh Aarambh, right, you can see the small case right here. And once you click on stocks and weights, post that you get an option of customization, right? Customize the small case. The moment you click, it is not advisable. See, because whether it is a small case research or it is a HDFC research, there is a lot of thought process behind it, a lot of due diligence team have done, research team have done to make this portfolio. And if you do a customization in that, then it would not be in line with their thought process. So it is not advisable to do, but yes, if any investor wants that customization, wants that flexibility, yes, we do have. Right here, you can see in this way, by clicking on customize, you can customize it and then you can invest. A good question by Mr. Abhijit. He's asking, what is in it for HDFC as compared to mutual funds? Sir, we are here to serve our customers, and we have to ensure that we provide multiple, range of products depending upon the time, right? Because depending upon the time, see, if our income is on, our investment should always be on. Now, on a timely basis, products keep on changing, avenue keeps on changing. I am not saying mutual fund is not good. Mutual fund is also, see, these are all, if you diversify your entire portfolio into equity and debt, it is always advisable, right? Have exposure towards equity. Now, how to invest in equity? You can invest in equity through indirect way, which is through mutual funds, right? But if you want to invest in direct way, with that too with a kind of exposure of mutual fund, so we have this small case, this Shubh Aarambh. So what is the difference out here is that, see, here a risk is little bit, but then you are having a complete control of your equity. If there are dividends declared on those shares, dividend would be credited to your bank account. However, in mutual funds, it goes into the AUM. So it all affects in the NAV, right? That is the difference. But yes, it is always advisable to have a diversified portfolio. Mutual fund is also recommended, and these direct equities are also recommended. In fact, DIY SIP is also recommended. That is an equity SIP. How we can, this is asked by Mr. Satish, how can we redeem the stocks? Can we sell anytime, or is there any lock-in or time limit? So let me tell you, there is no lock-in period as such, right? These are not mutual funds. There is no lock-in period. You can sell anytime you want. Next day, once the stocks are, it's in a delivery mode. So the moment you received on the third or fourth day, you can sell it. No lock-in period. But yes, these stocks would be available to see in your portfolio as well as in your, what do you say that, in your demat balance, but it is not recommended to sell from there. You should come back to the small case login, and from here only you should do the exit. That is what is recommended. Will there be fixed stocks or one can change the portfolio? Mr. Prashant is asking. Prashant, I've already informed that yes, you can edit that if you want to. That is, customization is available. What should be the horizon to get max benefit? Miss Vijay is asking. I guess that's a very good question, Vijay. See, time horizon for Shubh Aarambh is 3 to 4 years. Anyways, equities are great in long term. You can, whenever you see you want to book the profit, you can book the profit and you can redeem. That's absolutely your choice. Is there any lock-in period? So nobody is asking. Absolutely no, there is no lock-in period. Can NRI invest in Shubh Aarambh? No, at present, it is not available for NRIs. A very good question by Mr. Subramaniam. He's asking how the rebalancing will be done. If a stock purchase it at that loss, and if rebalancing is done during rebalancing, do we need to invest additional money or it will rebalance by avoiding loss? A good question. So let me put it in this way. Whenever the rebalance will happen, if there is a need of rebalancing, stock may be in profit, maybe in loss, whatever. See, it is not always possible. It would be in loss, whatever that would be at that point of time. Let's assume if it is in loss. If it is in loss and the total valuation comes to general valuation was 3,000 rupees, but actual valuation after the loss is 2,000 rupees. Let's assume, right? And then it is asking to add two fresh new stocks. Now the valuation of those two fresh new stocks, let's take two examples. If it is 2,000 rupees or it is 3,000 rupees, let's take both the example. If it is 2,000 rupees, then your sell value is 2,000, your new purchase value is 2,000, it will set off and you don't need to bring any additional money. But if the purchase value is 3,000 rupees and sell value comes to 2,000 rupees, then additional 2,000 rupees you have to pay, right? That would be there. And in that way you will get the notification. It won't happen automatically, right? Because your approval, your consent is required. So you will receive an email right here on this notification panel. You will receive a notification also, like there is a rebalancing happened. Once you click on it, it will show you what set of rebalancing is happening, how much funds would be received as well as have to pay, and what is the net amount. Those things would be displayed, and then once you click on it, it will get executed. Okay, also can we sell individually or whole basket will be sold? Yes, you can see whole basket. No, there would be a partial exit. When you click on partial exit, say for example, you invested 13,000 and that went to 20,000. Now you want to withdraw 10,000. You can simply enter partial exit by amount 10,000. Small case will automatically, that Shubh Aarambh will automatically define what should be the allocation of selling, and it will sell and give you back 10,000. However, your amount would not be equal to exactly, it won't tally 10,000. It may be 10,100, it may be 10,300, or it may be, yeah, of course, it would be more than 10,000 or equal to 10,000. Mr. Madhusudhan is asking, can we buy two lots? Absolutely, sir. There is no lot system as such. The amount which you have to put, that's totally your choice. Any amount you can put. You can, minimum amount was of Shubh Aarambh was about 13,000, right? So that is totally your choice. If you want to, let me just show that to you again. Dashboard, and right here is Shubh Aarambh. I clicked on it. So the moment I click on buy, here is 13,000 is the minimum amount. It is not in multiples of 13,000. You can put 15,000 also, you can put 18,000, 20,000, 50,000. As per your requirement, you can put the amount. Absolutely no issues. Ms. Sanovar is asking SIP or lump sum. What do you suggest? What do you advise? See, both are having that different approach. Lump sum investments are there whenever you receive some lump sum amount and you immediately want to block it. So that is where lump sum comes into the picture. But SIPs are always considered to be the best tool for investing, for saving, because in SIP you dedicate yourself to save that amount regularly, and that regular monthly saving, that discipline approach, in turn give you a wealth creation in the long term. Both of them are advisable, in fact. So the stock selection is done by our research team depending upon the theme. There is no specific there is no specific thing that there has to be this stock. If there would be a need of that stock, if the research team thinks that, they will put it. So considering the time constraint, I'll be able to take the last. last question. So right here, there is a question of how to exit. So let me show you. Once you do the investments, your overall investments would be appearing here, right? And the individual small cases will appear here. So for example, let's take this small case as a Shubh Aarambh. If it was a Shubh Aarambh, you need to click on it, right? Once you click on it, you can see the current value and you can see the total returns. If you click on show details, the further details would be displayed. How much was the investment amount, money put in was how much, and what are the total returns, right? And dividends if any, and what are the list of stocks, those will be displayed over here. Right here you can see more actions. Under more action you have an option of start SIP or exit small case, right? Then you need to click on exit small case. The moment you click on exit small case, you'll be able to see this stock and you'll be able to see the small case amount. So right here, if you are clicking on whole, you click on exit, all the stocks would be sold off. If you want to go for partial, you can simply click on partial, this icon, and then it will happen. So definitely there will be, depending, now this is a very small testing small case, that is why it is not giving that option. But yeah, you can do that partial exit by clicking on partial. So this was again a question last time also many customers have asked to show this interface. So I have ensured that we have showed you in this webinar. Okay, so Archit is asking, will we have different pack of stocks to choose only, or there would be stock of 5 only? Okay, so let me answer this. See, stocks, this is dashboard. If you are a beginner, there are multiple themes, right? Low value is there, small wonder is there, which is again in small basket of small and mid cap stocks. Shubh Aarambh is there, rising rural demand is there, and many more. There are multiple themes available, right? But right now we are doing this webinar on Shubh Aarambh, so I am explaining Shubh Aarambh, which is basket of 5 large cap stocks, right? If you want to explore something else, then there will be a different pack of stocks. Very good question by Anup. Is there a facility to put it from HDFC Sec app? So HDFC Securities from mobile application, it is available, but not within the app. You need to click on mobile app more, and there you will find the option of small case under next to the research. You click on it, it will take you to the mobile browser. However, that page is mobile responsive. So definitely you can invest through mobile phone as well. Great question by Mr. Jaspal again. Can we create our own small case? Yes, you can. If you want to create your own small case, you want to have your own mindset, and you want that stock should be purchased in one single click, and you can monitor your theme individually, of course, we can do that. So right here, you have an option on the top. You can see next to discover, create. You can create your own small case and you can add the list of stocks, minimum of 2 and maximum of 50. I have missed out the, can I see the recording? Sure, sir, you will be able to see this recording. It would be available after a couple of hours by 12:30. You can just click on the same link. And if you're watching from mobile, select the mobile app browser instead of go to app, because app is for live webinars. Recording can be viewed from the this one, from your mobile browser. Right. And also I want to inform that stay tuned on our website. This is a webinar calendar. You click on it every week, every Friday or Saturday, the webinar details are updated. So stay tuned on that so that you will get to know. Today itself in the evening, we are having NCD webinar wherein Mr. Sachin Joshi, who is a group CFO of L&T Financial Services, would be joining us along with Mr. Deepak Jasani, who is our head retail research. So these two big people will be with us in the evening, and we will be doing this exclusive webinar on L&T, because this L&T, the day when they have launched last time also, these guys have come on the first day itself, it was oversubscribed. So fabulous response and the tremendous response in the market. There were a lot of people who have joined in this webinar who are looking into the fixed income category of product. So yes, do join in at 4:15. So right here you can see on the website the link is available. You can click on register and you can join in. Right. In this way you can expect it. Next thing is that we are there on our YouTube. I would request, you can see this YouTube, just go to YouTube, type in HDFC Securities, subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon so that you never miss any video update. In that there is a playlist. Under the playlist you can see multiple playlists. Here you have research, so you have research. Similarly you have webinars. You click on webinars, you will be able to see all the previous webinars that we have done. Almost 160 webinars are uploaded on the website. You can check these details, and basis your requirement you can take a call and you can upgrade your knowledge level. These details are very much available, right? So that's all for now, viewers. Thank you so much for joining in. It was great session, and I wish you all have a wonderful day ahead and a fruitful trading day. Thank you. Bye bye.